Grab It is advertised as the ingenious tool that can grab where you can't reach. That's today's review, so let's crack this open and see what's inside. So to use Grab It, you want this forward for standard mode and move it backward for ratchet mode. So let's try this out on a few objects and see how it works. For my typical review, I usually open the product, use it for several days, and then give you my conclusions. But I'm going to do it a little bit differently this time. I'm going to give you my conclusions, and then I'm going to show you how I reached those conclusions. So first up, I'll tell you the things that I like about the Grab It. First of all, it's got a lot of features. It has two different ways of using the handle. You have standard, you have ratchet. It has an LED light. There's a jewelry hook. There's a magnet. It can also fold in half for easy storage. The end can be rotated 90 degrees. I would say the Grab It is pretty good for light to medium weight objects, especially those that have a uniform side like this. It's easy to pick up and put down. So here's what I don't like so much about the Grab It. Number one, heavier objects don't seem to be very easy to move around with it. This can of dog food, for example, it doesn't feel very secure. I'm having to squeeze it pretty hard. The ratchet feature is a little bit iffy as far as holding heavier objects. Some things like a bag of flour, I couldn't even really pick up. This button right here, which is supposed to switch between the different modes, is very difficult to move back and forth. I have to push it down with my thumb and then slide it over with my other hand. Not really that easy. You definitely need to use a second hand to stabilize it, because doing it like that will be very unstable. You have to have two hands to use the Grab It. So with those pros and cons in mind, here are some of the tests that I did to come to my conclusions about Grab It. One demonstration is picking up a dime, so let's try that out. I'm going to try the standard mode without the ratchet, so let's see how it works. Oh, not bad. Not bad. It actually worked. Now let's try it in ratchet. Slide this button back, which this button seems like it's going to get broken pretty easily, so I'm actually pushing it down and pushing it back like that. Which that seems like it might be a weak link in the design, but let's try it. Oh, there it goes. You can see both my hands are free and it's still holding it. So not too bad, not too bad. The ratchet seemed to work. Just want to measure this real quick here. From end to end, we got 33 inches. Folded in half. When you fold it down, it's just under 20 inches. To open it back up, you got to push this button down, which seems a little bit touchy. If you want to change this to a different angle, just pull it out. Twist. All right, the next demonstration they have is putting in a light bulb. I've got my light bar, my atomic beam lantern to help me out with the light in here. So I'm probably going to use the ratchet so it can hold it in place. So let's get started. Maybe I better grab it a little bit higher. Maybe. They showed a different kind of bulb, I will say. Oh, maybe I should not use the ratchet. Maybe this is not the right kind of bulb to use, but it's all I really got. Okay, the commercial shows this type of bulb being put in there, but it seems to me, like you see how it's slipping? You don't have a lot of grip. I mean, I don't see a light bulb happening. I mean, it's falling out of there already. I don't see a light bulb. Nope. I'm going to say definitely not to a light bulb. Let's try grabbing a few things out of this cabinet here. How about that opened package of flour? Let me try the Ratchet. Let's see. I don't know about that. I mean, they showed it. I think they showed a thing of flour in the commercial, but it's not gripping onto it. I don't know about the flour. How about this container of sugar? Oh, this could be bad. I don't think so. Okay, well, we're not doing so well here. How about something smaller? I mean, it's kind of bending even. Oh, I did it. I did it. Now it won't come off. Come on. Okay. Not too impressed, not too impressed, and it barely worked. I mean, you're really supposed to use two hands, so I'm gonna put my second hand with the camera. Oops. Now let's put it back up there. Okay, one thing I'm noticing is you really have to use a second hand to stabilize it. When you want to grab it like this, it kind of shakes a lot, but let's reach up and grab a high glass like they do in the commercial and see how it goes. I'll use the non-Ratchet this time. See, if you do it like this, you're going to be unstable. Use a second hand, much stabler. Let me put it back up there and then try the Ratchet. This is the one thing I don't like. I have to push it down and use two hands to slide that back. Okay, I'm not using the handle, see? There's two modes for the grabber. There's a standard mode in which this button is pushed forward, where you just grab objects like you would with any grabber, and you continue to squeeze it, and it lets go as you push the button. There's also the Ratchet mode where you slide this back, which isn't really that easy. I have to use two hands to do it properly. And that's where you put the grip around the object you want to hold, you squeeze it, and then it will hold it without any help at all. To release it, you just press the blue button. You can also rotate the end by pulling it out, putting it that way. There's a button right here that operates the LED light. So that's all I've got. I think how you plan to use Grab-It will dictate how satisfied you are with the product. If you have realistic expectations, you don't try to lift things that are too heavy, you might find it to be a pretty useful tool. I do like the Ratchet feature, but I'm not sure if it's compelling enough to make this a choice over other grabbers. I think the button that slides between modes is kind of a weak link, and I have a feeling it might break at some point. I picked up Grab-It at Bed Bath & Beyond for 20 bucks. Have you used Grab-It or a Reacher like this? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And please subscribe for more As Seen on TV product reviews from me, James White, with Freakin' Reviews.